Hello, 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 and welcome to another episode of Delightfully Chaotic. I'm Tamara. Hi. Hi, guys. So, thank you. I don't remember the last time I posted something, but I'm back. Yes. Tomorrow is Monday. Today is Sunday night, and I am trying to fight my anxiety because I go back to work tomorrow. I was on a 2-week vacation. My vacation started on my birthday, which was 9/22, and I had a good time. I didn't really do anything specific. On my birthday, I had a massage. I had a deep tissue back massage. Now, I've been having like really bad back pain for like ever, for like the past several years, right? And I couldn't figure it out. But I'm like, I've been working at a desk, most of my life. Like, I don't stretch enough. It's me, whatever. So I get to the place. I just suggested or requested a female therapist. That's pretty much it. I've been to this place before, so I was familiar with it. But, as long as it was a female, I didn't care. And it turned out being not only a female, but a black female, older lady, probably in her maybe early mid 60s, maybe if that. Really nice, really sweet. She got in there. I was like, shit. Oh my God. Like, I did ask for a deep tissue massage. Her name was Willie. She was so cute. And the first thing she asked me before we actually got started, she was like, well, how do you sleep? Because I told her about where my pain was. And she was like, and I said, I sleep on my side. And she was like, you can't sleep on your side like that because that's probably why your back is hurting. She was like, you have to sleep on either your back or on your stomach, which is like, what? I was like, yeah, I sleep on my side and I don't really move a lot when I sleep. She was like, oh Lord, so you really fucked up. She didn't say that, but that's what she implied. I was like, damn. So basically, yeah, I've been sleeping on my back and or stomach since that night, and I have noticed an improvement. And that on top of the fact that Willie she knocked them little knots out, honey. I don't know. That shit, it felt good, but then it hurt at the same time, kind of like sex or whatever. I might take that out. I don't know why I just said that. Yeah, I'm gonna take that out. It felt good, but it hurt at the same time. But she was putting her elbows in it. She was getting in there. And, of course, I would tell her if it was too much or too little and kind of tell her where it is. And so she was like, yeah, I see so many people that come in with the same issue and it's always in the same area. Either it's on the right or the left side of your back. And it's always because people are sleeping on their sides. And I was like, wow. Anyway, so that was my birthday. It was boring, but not in a disappointing way because I just really wanted the day to myself. After I left there, I went to the mall, just perused the mall a little bit, and then I went to the Asian market and got a money tree and one of my favorite pastries. And I just took my ass home and made me a little crab boil, and that was just a hell of a night. I had a Wayne Dang doodle over time. I had my herbal refreshments on deck, and I said after my birthday, after my vacation, I would take a break. But it might be after Friday because I still have a little bit left. Anyways, so yeah, that was my birthday. My birthday week, I didn't really do much, honestly. My mom, she doesn't work anymore, so I spent time with her during the day. Some days we just went out and run errands together, and I don't really remember I went for drinks with my sister on Thursday. Her birthday is on the following Monday, so she wanted to celebrate early because she was going to DR that weekend. Nothing super exciting. I was just grateful to not have to work for 2 weeks. I was able to get a lot of work done on some content and stuff that I was working on. I've been working on some stuff with my t-shirt shop. So yeah, I was able to kind of just decompress a little bit. And so yeah, that was cool. This past week was the second week, and again, I just really didn't do much. Had kind of a family tragedy. That Monday, I went to the pool and I got the news and I had to leave. I was only there for 15 minutes, which is fine, whatever. So that lasted all the way pretty much until the end of the week. And I was in and out of the hospital. Everything's fine, kind of. You know, yeah, this that was my vacation. I enjoyed just not having to do anything. I enjoyed just not having to wake up and like log into a computer and read emails. I went to the park, which I do anyway, honestly, but I went to the park and I did the things, you know. I did the things. I wanted to go fishing, but it just didn't happen or whatever. So, yeah, that was my time off. I'm getting the end of vacation blues around 2 o'clock. I posted on Threads. It's 2 p.m. on a Sunday, so it's basically Monday morning. God. Um, yeah, what else happened? Oh, I also posted on Threads a couple of days ago because when I went to the pool twice last week. The second time I went to the pool, now mind you, I don't drink at Starbucks. I don't drink Starbucks. It's overrated. I don't like it. I don't care for it. However, my mama don't know that. So she bought me a $15 gift card for Starbucks. Fine, whatever. So I needed to use the rest of the money that was on there, so I said, I'm going to go get me a caramel macchiato from Starbucks, period, iced. So I walked to the Starbucks because it's like right by my house, order the coffee or whatever. And as soon as I tell her what I want, she says iced or hot. And I was like, iced. She said, iced? Okay, got you. So imagine my surprise when they call my name and I turn around and it's in a hot container. And I'm like, Madame, I asked for ice. And the person who was handing it to me was the person who made it, not the cashier who took the order. The cashier who took the order was standing next to her, looking absolutely just gobsmacked, as if she never heard me say the word iced a day in her goddamn life. She literally said out of her ragged mouth, while looking at the label and looking at the order on the cup, she said, huh, I didn't hear iced. I didn't hear you say that. She's basically calling me a fucking liar. And all I could do was just look at her, like literally a blank stare, and just turn around. I don't argue with people, especially strangers, like in public. I don't do that. I got a little attitude. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna hold you. But I just looked at her and I was like, ugh, whatever. Please remake my coffee. Thanks. Got the subpar iced caramel macchiato. Walked back to my apartment complex, went to the pool, boom. But I posted on Threads, completely forgetting about the fucking boycott because what? I posted on Threads. This fucking post got like, I guess you could say it went viral, whatever. This post on my Threads got 1.3 thousand likes, 300 and something comments, 329 comments. Now I'll tell you this right now. Since I've been on Threads and really any social media, but especially Threads, I noticed that it doesn't matter who you are or what you post. These white people will be on your ass. And they're the people who are making like snarky comments and saying slick shit. They're always fucking white people. Always fucking white people. Or it's somebody who doesn't have a picture on their profile. These niggas was getting on my fucking nerves. I said, how do you turn this shit off? I swear to you, people were just doing too much. So she made mistakes. So what? Nigga, are you reading what the fuck I just put there? I literally put at Starbucks ordering a caramel macchiato. Cashier, hot or ice? Me, ice. Cashier, ice? Okay. Asterisk, gets order. It is hot. Me, I asked for ice. Cashier, looks at label, seemingly befuddled. Oh, I didn't hear ice. Me, blank stare. That's literally my post. I left it at blank stare. Obviously, they remade the fucking coffee, but I didn't say that she actually said, and walked away. She didn't say, oh, my bad. She said, She called me a liar and walked away and made the white girl remake the drink. So I had to, I had to pin another comment saying, for all y'all that's running into these comments trying to say something stupid, this is actually what happened afterwards. I didn't think I had to over explain that.
people just get on these fucking things, these social media things, and they be so froggy. Like they be like, and it's always fucking white people. Anytime I looked down at my phone and I saw a notification about this shit, it was always some white person saying some slick ass shit. I really can't like, okay. So anyway, that was the thing. What? 1.3 what? Thousand. And then I post something about my damn business. Nobody don't see that shit. Don't nobody see that. I be feeling like a duck. I be feeling so lame. Post something about some shit I want people to like vibe to. Y'all don't see that. Anyway, I should have known because I put the topic as Starbucks, so I should have known that all of the Karens and Kens would be like running to the comments. I guess that's what happened. Posted something in black threads. Only got 12 views, but whatever. Okay. So yeah, I finally booked a therapist. Yay! Period. She seems pretty cool. She's black woman. I'm sorry. She's probably around my age. So yeah, I'm gonna go on my appointment is shit. My appointment is October 24th. So it's going to be virtual talk therapy. So yes, I can finally take the reminder off of my phone because bitch, it's been booked, period. So I'm happy for that. I'm not happy. I'm, I'm looking forward to it, but not really. I hope that she doesn't do the thing where I have to like read my journals to her. I hate that shit. And then honestly, if I know I'm going to be reading it to a therapist, I'm going to like not be all the way real because that historically I've done that. Like, so I don't know, but it's cute. What else? Yeah, that's pretty much it for me as far as like my life and what's been going on. Let's get into this buzz. So, do we owe Caresha an apology? Caresha with the City Girls or the former City Girls member. So I saw this. Now this was 4 weeks ago that this was posted on Carlos King's Instagram. I saw this only a few days ago, maybe a week or so ago from Jesse Wu. And apology for what I do not know. But Saucy Santana had an interview with Carlos King saying that he feels like we owe her an apology. Now, I probably shouldn't have added this as a topic to talk about because I can't for the life of me bring myself to look at this interview. Um, I think that I think he's probably, and I probably shouldn't even. Let me just play the damn thing. Hold on. He's a great friend. Okay, yes, but I don't understand what he feels. Even though he said it, it doesn't make any sense. Apologize for what? Who has egg on their face? This nigga was a tyrant. He is a tyrant. When he gets out of jail in 4 years, he's still gonna be doing that shit. He abused people. He wasn't acquitted of anything. He literally has 4 years to serve in prison. And he probably won't even do all of that. So, fuck you, Santana. Like, do y'all go together real bad? Like, I understand riding for your friend, but your friend is wrong. I'm sorry. Your friend was an accomplice, babe. Or no. That was my first time listening to that. Shut up. Ew. Hush. No, we don't owe her an apology. Both of y'all can fuck off. Lotto confirms she's with 21 Savage and appears to be pregnant. Child, I saw this today. She looks pregnant. And she doesn't appear to be hiding it. Now this is two different things. Like the pregnant thing, I just saw this was posted yesterday. And I guess this is why she's finally admitting that she's with 21 Savage. Now, she didn't actually say the words, yes, I'm with 21 Savage. However, someone caught her outside. I guess they were together getting dinner or something. And you know how they try to leave separately, whatever. And the person who was talking to her, she was like, oh, you waiting for your man 21 Savage? And she didn't say yes or no. She just said my man, my man, whatever, whatever, whatever. And she was just like laughing and joking with the girl. She never said that's not my man. So people are like, okay, she finally confirmed it. Now it looks like she's pregnant. She is pregnant. Oh my God. She's so young. Oh my God. And 21 Savage is like, what, 10 years older than her? Don't get me to Googling. Baby, 21 Savage is 32 and Lotto is not 32. Let's see. 26. That's not too bad. That's not too bad of a gap, but to 6 something. Yeah, it's getting there. But that's great. I don't know what she sees in him, but she's young. I mean, I don't even remember being fucking 26. I remember being like cringy as fuck and just like weird and just like doing too much. Maybe she's going through that phase. I don't know. But congrats, girl. Looks like you are gonna be a mommy. Yeah, she definitely looks pregnant. Wow. And the thing is, because I think I remember doing an episode about her talking about her body count all the time. It sounds like 21, based on an interview that she did, it sounds like he is probably her first and only, or at least like maybe her second or third. Like she doesn't have that much experience, which is fine, but it's like she's so young. Like you have so much to like do. Like that's the last thing I would be thinking about doing is getting pregnant by somebody if I am a lotto. But congrats, girl. Mm-mm. Someone said on Threads, makes sense why she finally came out and admitted who her man was. Because at this point, she having a whole baby. Show this. When I see posts like this and everybody be assuming pregnant, I look at myself in the mirror and say, put the liquor down and stop eating them leftovers. No, she's pregnant. Shut up. Her stomach is poking out. No, she's pregnant. That is crazy. Someone says she is not bloated. That is very much a pregnant belly. If that was bloat, her whole abdomen would be stretched. Only her ligaments are stretching. Exactly. That is crazy. I mean, I guess, y'all. Okay. Congratulations. And he has kids already, though. Like, a nigga gonna have some churn. I don't care. I don't care what he look like. I don't care what he do. I don't care. Well, he gonna have kids. He's gonna, like, procreate and like have kids. Like there's one thing they're gonna do, they're gonna have some churn. They're gonna have some churn. Congrats, girl. J-Lo apparently has a natural singing voice that none of us have heard, even though she's an international singer and star. She is doing this thing on Broadway. Is she on Broadway right now? I just feel like if you have a natural singing voice that no one has ever heard, why is that the case? And you're a celebrity that allegedly sings. Like, wouldn't you want to, like, put your best foot forward? I don't understand that. Okay, Jennifer Lopez's primary connection to Broadway is her starring role in the upcoming film adaptation of the musical Kiss of the Spider Woman. Okay, yes, I remember seeing buzz about that. And so apparently she's singing on this thing. Oh my gosh. Let's see. Let's figure it out. What's going on? Okay. Okay, so that wasn't from her Broadway thing. What is she talking about Broadway?
And so that's kind of how I trained my own voice. So then when I started singing pop music and stuff, it was like nobody knew that I could sing in that way.
Girl, hush. It looks like she did something to her face. Oh, wow. J-Lo was at her peak many, many years ago. I don't know what's going on right now. I wish her the absolute best. Somebody said, my natural singing voice is in the key of Whitney Houston. Folks are always shocked. Baby, exactly. So if you could really, really sing like that and you can naturally sing like that, why are you not doing that? Why are you not? Because you can't sing. This type of delusion needs to be studied at a postgraduate level. Personally, I don't think she can sing at all. Duh, girl. That's the whole point of the damn post. She sounds horrible. Where are her people? I'm insulted on behalf of the talented Broadway singers. Exactly, because yes, the thing is with the Broadway thing, I'm not into like the theater world or whatever, but I think from the outside looking in that a lot of these Broadway plays recently have been having like big super A-list stars in their plays. Like Denzel Washington is in Othello and J-Lo is in this Broadway play. It's because it's bringing people to see them. But I heard that Broadway is pretty much like a dying, like that whole theater thing is like a dying art, like in New York. Like they're not able to kind of like keep it going or some shit like that. Maybe it's funding, I don't know. But they're getting these big A-list actors on the playbill because people are going to come and see them. And I think that's one of the reasons that she's doing this Broadway play that I will never see in my natural life. Natural voice, honey. Yes, come on. I can carry a little tune now. I don't have the delusion that she has. I wish that I did every single day. I I really wish I had the delusion that Jennifer Lopez has, and just the confidence. I have a regular confidence. Like I'm not. I have regular self esteem. I have regular a level of confidence. But she was that girly for a long time. But it's like, oh, I don't know, girl. The Nicki and Cardi beef was a sight to see. This happened last week, I think, or earlier this week. Um, Cardi's album came out 2 weeks ago, and it's pretty good. I listened to a few of the songs. It's pretty good. Yeah, people were raving about it, and then lo and behold, here comes Nicki, talking about how her album's coming out in March. Something might be wrong with her, sincerely. Because why would you even put that out there? It's September. Why are we going to be checking for an album that doesn't come out until March? Where are your people? Where's your publicist? People who joke about her being a Coke Barbie, I really do believe that she is on some kind of drugs. I believe that she's severely unhappy. And even though she's really talented, she's basically just throwing her whole, I hate the word legacy. She's basically just throwing her whole legacy away. Cardi's album is great. Did Partisan Fontaine write the whole thing? Probably. But with Cardi's shit, like her flow, her the whole style, like her aura, all of that kind of like it works. And her people know what to do with her. It's like her and Rihanna, like both of them to me are super mid when it comes to their talent, like actual talent, but they have this thing. It's super marketable. They have these bold personalities. It's super marketable. They're fashionable. They have the right team, and the team they know what to do with them. Like Tinashe, nobody knew what the fuck to do with Tinashe, and Tinashe's music was actually decent, but nobody knew what to do with her. What do we do with this girl? I don't know. Cardi and Nicki, they're super marketable. Cardi and Nicki, Cardi and Rihanna, damn it. But they're not, but their talent just isn't there for me. I think that they've gotten to where they are primarily because of their personalities and their brands, basically. This is per TheRoot.com. The ugly allegations behind Cardi B and Nicki Minaj's newest public fight. Rap's biggest feud has social media debating whether the Cardi B versus Nicki Minaj beef again and where it's headed next. So where it began and where it's headed next. Somebody said they should just go ahead and fight at this point. And probably can't do that because Cardi is pregnant, even though I know because she a bird, she would probably still try to fight that girl while she's pregnant. So that's why they need they need to stay away from each other for now. But probably should fight. Are they going to? No. I think a lot of people will have their money on Cardi. She just has all of this mouth, and we've literally seen her like throw things at people. Literally, as she was coming out of the fucking courthouse, this bitch threw a pin at somebody, a reporter or somebody asking her a dumbass question. She's not she threw a shoe at Nicki years ago. Like their beef has been what? It's been going on for like 10 years or something. I don't know how it started. I'm not going to go all the way back that deep, but it came to a boil when Nicki was the first one to talk about her kids. Like she talked about Cardi's kids, primarily her daughters, calling them monkeys and calling them ugly, which is absolutely ridiculous, not true, and just you're 42 years old. Cardi said something to the effect of something about how Nicki's husband can't go to can't take how Nicki's husband can't even drop his own son off at school because he is a registered sex offender or something like that. Apparently there might be I don't know if this is true, but people are saying that Nicki's son, I think who is 5, appears to maybe be on the spectrum, which is nothing to joke about or laugh about at all. But Cardi did kind of like come back and say something about how his favorite color is 5. Like it was ruthless. Cardi does not. I mean, they were going back to back with the AI pictures. Like Nicki had Cardi looking like Barney, like literally Barney, but it was a picture of Cardi, but it was replaced with Barney. Just really corny and just like, come on. And the thing is, Cardi did not do nothing to that girl. Cardi did not say nothing about that girl. The 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 diss tracks that are on her new album, primarily about Bia and JT, those were recorded a while ago. She didn't say anything about Nicki Minaj, but Nicki Minaj saw that she was getting all of this attention, and she probably actually heard the album. She was probably like, "Shit, this is good." Knowing that this girl didn't write any of these lyrics, but it's still, like I said, she delivers. Her flow, everything. She puts her own style on it, and it works. I mean, the album is great. It's already platinum. It's only been like a week or something. So it had Nicki in a little tizzy. She was going on a tirade, just like ridiculously. Like they were going back and forth, back and forth. Um, it's just really weird to see, like, because you're Nicki Minaj and Cardi. Like y'all could be going anywhere in the world. You can just get up and go and just leave the country for months. You can just be on a yacht somewhere with your ass out, and y'all are just really talking about each other's kids. She said that her son's hair is longer than all of theirs. Cardi B's hair is like all the way down to her waist. What are we doing here? What are we doing here? It's almost to her waist. She has documented how she's been taking care of her hair and growing her hair and what she's been putting in her hair. So it seems like Nicki is having a real life crisis. Hopefully she'll get the help that she needs. It's just really sad. Let me see if I can find. And yeah, they people also dug up like old tweets between the two of them when they were so called cool with each other. So this is back from 2017. Congratulations to a fellow New Yorker on a record-breaking achievement. This is from Nicki Minaj to Cardi B. She tagged Cardi B. Congratulations to a fellow New Yorker on a record-breaking achievement. Barty, this is the only thing that matters. Enjoy it. So I guess that was when Nicki was normal, and she tagged Cardi B. I mean, and they've been at little events when Cardi first came on the scene. They were seen together and doing the fake little hugs and stuff. But it's Nicki. She's the common denominator. The rap girls, it could be a little bit better, but for the most part, they're winning. Like she's the only odd man out, and she's doing this to herself. Okay, so how it began. So it began in 2017, and this is related to the tweet that I just read. So this is per theroot.com. Although this battle has been ongoing for days, the feud dates back to 2017. TikTok creator It's Nami Bitch correctly explained that record labels had been trying to pit new rappers against Nicki for years. I could see that. However, Cardi's rise was initially celebrated by Nicki, with her even making a point to congratulate her on the success of Bodak Yellow. And that was the tweet that I read. And this is a quote from someone. For years and years, record labels have been trying to get them another Nicki Minaj, the creator. But yeah, this is the creator on TikTok. Offering upcoming female rappers money to diss Nicki Minaj. Thankfully, there were some real bitches that declined. I get that, but I don't see Cardi B as another Nicki Minaj. I definitely think that Nicki is more talented. She just needs to stay off the internet, because the more she talks and the more she does all this shit, it's just ruining her whole reputation. Yeah. Then I guess Cardi B had an interview, and I guess Nicki Minaj, because they were both on Motorsport. I'm not gonna. Basically, these bitches still beefing, and I would love to see it. Um, I would love to see them throw hands, but I think we know. I really would have my money on Cardi. I just, y'all need to stop. Like, y'all have money, y'all have resources, like y'all have money, y'all have like properties and assets, and like y'all have like everything. And I know it's not Cardi. She's just defending herself, because she's going to respond. Cardi doesn't know what not responding looks like. She's going to respond, but it's like you don't have to respond to everything, because it just got worse and worse and worse. This bitch Cardi, after Nicki posted the after Nicki posted the meme of Cardi as Barney, Cardi responded with a picture of Nicki's brother, who was arrested for child sexual assault abuse. He was sexually assaulting a young person in the home, a young girl. I don't know if she was related to them, or his stepdaughter or something like that. She's like 12 or 15 or something like that. Something weird and crazy and disgusting. So he was charged like a while ago, and she took his mugshot and put a pink bob wig on it. I was like, bitch, I'm done. Cardi is petty. She has a song on her new album called Pretty and Petty, or something like that. Pretty and Petty. And that's pretty damn good. Yeah, Pretty and Petty by Cardi B. She's petty. Am I the drama? Yes, you're the drama. She is winning though. I know she gotta be doing some kind of root work or something. Like, yes, she like I said, I was just talking her up as far as like her brand and her personality, and how all of that is like a huge part of her success. But it's just like clockwork. Like, she's really like getting it. And it's kind of mind-boggling, because like I said, on one hand, she's not really that talented. Like, if someone's writing your shit for you, and you're supposed to be a rapper, and like most of the songs that you're rapping are other people's thoughts, and other people they're feeding this to you, that I don't see that as talent. I'm sorry. Nicki, from what I understand, writes all of her shit, and she has the flow and all that stuff to go with it. I just feel like I just feel like y'all should just do better. She's doing great though. She's doing really good. And I know Nicki is sick to her stomach. She's definitely on some kind of drugs. Hopefully this doesn't end in tragedy. I know I sound dramatic, but hopefully it doesn't end in bad. Because the kids don't have anything to do with it. Stop talking about people's kids. Y'all too grown for that shit. That's crazy. Absolutely insane. Okay, we're just breezing through this. Kiki Wyatt is in the black news again. Her son I don't know if he did an interview or something. So a few weeks ago, her son Raja, I think that's his name, I believe he I don't know. He's in the LGBTQIA community. I don't know what his which one of them fucking letters he is, but he's a part of them. And so he pretty much came out and said that she really didn't like the fact that he was gay or queer, and she treated him like crap. He also had cancer. I believe that he beat his cancer, but when he was younger, he had cancer for I don't know how long. Um, and so she just apparently she wasn't like the loving like super mom that she appeared to be on that reality show she had. This is per essence.com. Singer Kiki White is speaking out to clear some things following a serious accusation. Her 23-year-old son, Raja Key Morton, recently accused her of exploiting his past cancer diagnosis for personal gain. Morton called out his mom by participating in a Put a Finger Down TikTok challenge. In the now viral video, he also alleged that Wyatt said his diagnosis was karma for his sexuality. Morton is gay. So this had came out early September. And then recently, he's also talking about how when he was younger, I don't know where this is from. When he was younger, and I think he had just got diagnosed with cancer. She had left. He was like maybe 15 or 16, and she left the house to go fly to, I guess, a man she was dating, or maybe her husband. I don't know if he was out of town or something like that. And he had to basically go grocery shopping, take care of the younger kids. He was the oldest, sibling, all the while going to get his medication for his illness. And like, I don't know how long she was gone, but he's just putting all the business. He's serving all of the tea. Yeah, so he said that she basically left for an extended period of time and left him with his other siblings. She has like double digits kids, and one of the youngest ones, probably the youngest, has an illness or a condition. It appears that most of her kids are just sickly. I don't know. And my thing is, why do you keep on having these kids? And it looks like, you have one that had cancer, but you can't really help that. That could happen to anybody. But then another one of her kids, one of the babies has some kind of genetic thing. Like, please stop having kids. Apparently, this son who's just putting her on blast and randomly just talking about all these different things. Apparently, just stop having kids, please. Apparently this boy, he's making it seem like you're not a good mother, and I believe him. Just because you have a whole bunch of kids doesn't mean, just because you can have kids does not mean that you should have them. You definitely shouldn't continue to have them, and then you're leaving your children to basically fend for themselves. He's 15, 16. He's still a child legally. And you leave to go take care of a man that hurt himself or injured himself or something. You couldn't take some of your kids with you. Why are you having all these children? And was it the husband? Because I know she was married for a while. This is purely hearsay. I don't feel like actually looking it up. I heard it from another source and I forgot the source. So take what you will from that. But Kiki Y seems like she's a piece of shit. Long story short. Really quickly, the Trey Reed case. Apparently, there's talks that, what's the nigga name with the braids? What's his name? Colin Kaepernick. There's talks that he actually paid for a second autopsy to be done. And all today and yesterday, I was seeing that the report was already out for the second autopsy. But then I'm hearing that it's not out. But people were saying that it's been shown that he was hit in the back of the head, which would clearly indicate that he was murdered. I'm really hoping and praying that this leads to people being arrested and actually going to jail, not being, found not guilty and all that. Let's just hope that let's just hope that him and his family get justice. So this is from the ClarionLedger.com. Second autopsy on Trey Reed not yet released. New cause of death claims spread online. So yeah, I guess there's rumors, but who started the rumor? Like, who started the rumor? Why would they just say that if that's not what happened? I mean, that's a dumb question because people are dumb. The second autopsy report for Trey Reed has not yet been released to the public. He was found on September 15th. Jesus. And he was found in Mississippi. They just playing people. I can't. I just pray that they actually. Then I saw people were saying that they arrested a few people, but or they were investigating a few people that were brought up in like the they're questioning people. Nothing's going to happen. They're in Mississippi. I would love for justice to be served, but I don't really know. Like, they're in Mississippi. This is like not real. Like, rest in peace, Trey Reed. There was another young man who was found the same way, but they're not talking about him anymore. Yeah. Lance Gross is so, God, he is just, oh my gosh. He's beautiful. Doja Cat is doing the thing with this new album. I haven't heard it yet. I want to listen to it. I probably want to be like, oh, I said I was gonna take a break, but yeah, I guess I can't be high. But I wanna maybe get me like a glass of wine or something. I feel like it's gonna be a trip. And like the visuals, the way she's styling herself, I'm seeing on the Shade Room. She was in Paris Fashion Week and she had like this lipstick looking outfit, I guess, for the MAC Cosmetics. She was there for the MAC Cosmetic event or something. Ice Spice, she always looks like she doesn't know what to do. Um, but Doja Cat, yeah, I want to listen to her album. Everybody looks good. Anyway, I got distracted. I love Halle. This orange, whatever this top is, let me save this shit because this shit is fly as hell. I want to get in. She's wearing this on the Shade Room. She's wearing this like rust colored, kind of like light rust colored, like off one shoulder. Oh, I love it. It's totally my style. She has like these baggy jeans. I want to get into wearing baggy jeans, but I have big hips, so I always feel weird wearing baggy jeans. I feel more comfortable in like more form fitting jeans. But I love this look. Oh, I love her. Oh, I love her. What else was I can't listen. This is why I don't go in the Shade Room. I said I was gonna stop. I'm getting distracted. Okay. Diddy, like I said, has been sentenced to 4 years in prison. This is Yahoo.com. Sean Diddy Combs sentenced to more than 4 years in prison. Full coverage. The court is not assured that if released, these crimes will not be committed again. Period. That's the judge. A quote from the judge on Friday. This is dated October 3rd. Who is drawing this nigga? Who is the person that is responsible for? When I saw that nigga under that table the first time, I said, who drew this shit? Why do they have him looking like that? He looks so strange. He looks like he's 85 years old because he can't dye his hair. Good for him. Fuck him. Sean Diddy Combs was sentenced to just over 4 years in prison on Friday. Is it 4 years in a day? Did you say 4 years? On Friday, after being convicted of transporting women to participate in drug-fueled sex marathons. Yeah. He was found not guilty in July on 2 counts of transportation to engage in prostitution related to that doesn't make any sense. Related to Cassie Ventura and a victim who testified under the pseudonym Jane, which we all knew was 50 Cent's baby mama, Daphne Joy. So the judge handed down the sentence in Manhattan federal court. He faced a maximum of 20 years in prison, and so he got a little over 4 years, which again, I don't think that he's going to serve. He probably won't even serve half of it. I just have a feeling. And when he gets out, even if he has to serve the whole thing, when he gets out, I know Cassie, she'll probably move out of the country if she hasn't already. um, the people who testified against him, I would be afraid. You would think that he wouldn't be dumb enough to try to seek retribution, but he literally was trying to plan from allegedly, he was trying to plan a freak off a little before he had to turn himself in. When he was first, like when he first turned himself in, he was actually trying to plan a freak off. He's not going to stop. There's something wrong with him. He's maniacal. He is severely damaged. Something happened to him. My theory is that his mother is the tyrant. His mother is the nucleus. His mother is the one who maybe allowed him to see, because I heard that she used to have like extravagant parties too. So I don't know, maybe she allowed him to maybe see too much, or maybe she allowed him to be active sexually with adults. Something is not right. Then people were saying that she was making him eat his own jizz and macaroni and cheese. That sounds very dramatic and totally untrue, but it does make you think. The monster is in plain sight. She wrote, I shouldn't say that. That lady is sickly. She wrote a character letter or whatever, and Caresha wrote one to Caresha want to make sure that them checks don't stop, because JT, it was the talent in City Girls, period. JT is out here gallivanting with the likes of Solange Knowles, honey. She's doing the things. She's going to be okay. Caresha has nothing to fall back on, and she knows that. So she's going to stay with Diddy. She'll probably be there to greet him when he gets out of jail. And good for her. But yeah, so he has a little over 4 years. I wonder when he starts it. It doesn't matter. So he's been in jail for a long time. 4 years and 2 months. So he was sentenced to 50 months, which is 4 years and 2 months behind bars. Hoo-wee. And I know he running shit behind there too right now. I know they doing freak offs. They doing freak offs in jail. You can't tell that nigga no. That's what your boy said. Can't tell him no. He is doing freak offs in the jail. He's turning everybody out in jail. I saw in threads that there was this black pastor or something that was like, just give him to us, judge. Let him come to our church and we'll take good care of him. That nigga gonna have the whole pulpit turned the fuck out. And why would you say that? Why would you say give Diddy to us? What are you talking about? The nigga needs to be in jail. Spike the holy water or the grape juice, have everybody knock the fuck out. No. Why are people so stupid? So anyway, fuck him too. Taylor Swift has the white women up in arms, and I am so satisfied. So Taylor Swift released her new album. I don't even know what it's called. Taylor Swift released her new album. What is it called? My God. I probably should have did this beforehand. New album. People are really mad. It's called The Life of a Showgirl. Ew, that's what it was. I kept on seeing Life of a Showgirl on my timeline. I had no idea what people were talking about. So she's doing the risque kind of thing, but it just doesn't. It doesn't curl all the way over. Like she just doesn't do it. And I'm not. I'm not. I'm heterosexual, yes, but she just doesn't. Like with Beyonce, and I hate to compare her to Beyonce because there's no comparison. But like it just exudes like the sex appeal, the relatability. No, I don't want to say relatability because she's not. She's Beyonce, but the sex appeal, the charm, it just exudes out of her. With Taylor, it's like she's trying so hard, but I think her album sold a lot of units. But are these people buying it and not listening to the shit first? Because a lot of people hate it. A lot of people are saying that she still sounds like she's in high school. Um, she still sounds like she's in high school. Like she doesn't sound like a 35-year-old woman. Like her music is not evolving. And I thought about listening to one or two songs, but I just couldn't bring myself to do it. Maybe I'll do it and talk about it next week. Yeah, I'm not listening to the whole album, but maybe I'll listen to one or two songs. But people are like, it's the same shit. Like you're talking about prom. Bitch, you are 35. You're talking about prom. So yeah, I'm just so these two, her and I guess her and her boyfriend, the football guy, Travis Kelsey, they're engaged. It's just something so skeevy about her. Her dad pretty much funded her career. I believe her dad pretty much bought her career. Like, could she maybe strum a guitar and sing a cute tune? Yes, but she shouldn't have been this famous. It doesn't make any fucking sense. And the fact that all these white women are pissed because they're so dissatisfied with this damn album, I don't know. How did we get here? When Kanye interrupted her ass and said, I ain't gonna hold you, Taylor. I ain't gonna hold you, but Beyonce is the best artist of all time. That resonates still to this day. Kanye wasn't wrong. Kanye, he wasn't wrong. It's crazy to me. And she could be so mediocre. Like, and people just, they flock to it. Because just like there's a lot of people hating the album, there's probably many more, if not more, that really like it for whatever reason. She is the poster child, the poster girl for not only white mediocrity, but white supremacy. The blonde hair, the blue eyes, the whimsical, like, dainty, like, she is, she's the Aryan princess. And it just makes me want to hurl, like, oh God. The Life of a Showgirl. What are you doing? The artwork is even corny. Like, come on. I just feel like she's bored at this point. Gosh, I wish I can get that Threads video to play. Maybe I'll add it if I can get it to play. But somebody posted a video of listening to a parody of one of her songs, and it just sounds like complete and utter ridiculousness. If I can get it to play, I will put it here. And yeah, it's just like you're not evolving. You're not. But she's their princess. She's their princess. She has the look, she has the aesthetic, and I know she won't admit it, but I think she has the backing of white supremacists. Maybe not financial backing, but she's their person, if that makes sense. So yeah, okay, girl. And people keep on comparing her to Beyonce. You cannot compare her to Beyonce. There's no comparison. Please stop doing that. I did it earlier, but you know, as far as like the musicality, as far as like the tours and the performances, you can't compare it to Beyonce. I think I already said that. I'm getting tired of talking. So yeah, bye girl. Monica and Brandy are still on tour, and per thegrio.com, Brandy and Monica get real about the way the boy's mind drove them apart. Brandy and Monica open up about their so-called rift, how they mended their relationship, and the legacy of their hit song. I still think they should have named it The Tour Is Mine, but what are you going to do? They both look great. I've been seeing a lot of snippets of Monica's performances. People are pissed. If I pay any kind of money to see you perform, nigga, I don't want you pointing the microphone at the crowd every 5 seconds. Sing these fucking songs, my nigga, because I paid money to hear you sing these. I don't want to sing these songs. I don't sound as good as you, so that's why I came here to hear you sing. And she was doing a lot of that. It gave very much, I don't feel like singing, and or I know I don't sound the best, so let me just try to let me try to stunt real quick. Like, no, sing the song. And then when she did sing it, it didn't sound great. But you know, she's had an amazing run. Both of them have. And I know people have their off nights and their off days and stuff, but people were saying that it's been like a reoccurring thing with her. So hopefully that's not the case. And I don't know. I would never go see them. I I'm not like a concert girly. Like I don't get hard from like concerts, like seeing people. I will see Beyonce. Absolutely. I will see Beyonce in concert. I really wish I could have seen Prince in concert. There's certain people that I would love to see in concert, but like I would never pay to see Brandy and Monica in concert. I would like to see Tiana Taylor perform live. She's been here before, so if she comes here again, I am definitely gonna go see her. It's just certain people that I wouldn't mind paying, money to see. But hopefully Monica can get it together, honey. People was bad about that shit. Like she was the whole like, and if you're doing that to every song, no, no, ma'am. I want my money back. I want my money. No. Um, yeah. Some feel good ish. Bad Bunny is going to be performing at the Super Bowl. Yay! Now, when I first heard this, I was like, why is he performing at the Super Bowl and he won't even perform like in the in the main? And why is he performing at the Super Bowl? Is what I'm trying to say, and he won't perform on the mainland. Like, why is that? Because I never really knew exactly why he wasn't performing. I just heard at one point that he wasn't performing at all or touring at all in the like on the mainland United States. And when I found out why, I was like, oh, like, yes, of course. He's Puerto Rican, of course. Puerto Rico is a part of the United States. It's a U.S. territory. A lot of white people just refuse to acknowledge or even, most of them probably didn't even know. And they're just mad for no reason. People were like, Bad Bunny is more American than the First Lady. And oop. But yeah, he's performing at the Super Bowl. And I like Bad Bunny. At first, when I kept on hearing about Bad Bunny, I'm like, what the fuck is a Bad Bunny? Shut up. When people are like always bandwagoning things, I don't know if I subconsciously do this, but I have like a natural just aversion to it. Like, ugh, go away. When people were talking about The Walking Dead, I was like, shut up. I watched the first episode of The Walking Dead. I was hooked. I get it. So I was listening to Pandora one day and I was walking and whatever, and I heard one of his songs. I said, oh, this is cute. I don't understand anything that he's saying, but it's the vibe, it's the beat, it's, it's a vibe. Black people can vibe to anything even if we don't understand what they're saying. And a lot of black people were like, oh, I gotta learn how to speak Spanish by the time. And that's the thing, like we're happy about it. Like we're like, people were like, yeah, Don't sing a lick of English because these white people mad. They don't even realize that you are an American citizen. Don't even speak a lick of English. Speak all in Spanish. Sing all in Spanish because they're mad because there's a Spanish speaking person performing. You know that there's been other Spanish speaking people performing at the fucking Super Bowl. It's because he speaks primarily Spanish. It's because all his songs are going to be in Spanish. Why do you need to understand it? Just vibe to the fucking music. You know how many rock bands and shit, you can't understand anything they're saying? Shut up. He was on SNL this past weekend and he had a little monologue where he was basically saying, you know, if you don't understand Spanish, if you don't speak Spanish or understand it, you have 4 months. he was like, he was like, immigrants are like the lifeblood, basically. I'm paraphrasing. Immigrants pretty much made this country what it is, and we're not going anywhere. You can't erase us. Even though I guess they would still be considered immigrants. But I think he was also talking about just in general, like people who I guess you would say wouldn't be originally from the homeland, the United States, whatever. I don't know. Things are getting weird. I'm tired. Oh, going back to the reason that he doesn't perform anymore in the United States, I guess outside of the Super Bowl, is because he didn't want to subject his fan base, which is a large Hispanic, Latino, Latina, I don't know the words, fan base. And he didn't want to subject them to being picked up by ICE or anything like that. So he chose to no longer, I don't know if it's going to be a permanent thing, but he's not touring in the United States or having any shows in the United States. Now, now people are saying, or I saw somewhere that ICE is going to be at the Super Bowl. Y'all realize that the people who are buying tickets for the Super Bowl are probably not going to be immigrants, right? They're probably not going to be like hardworking, like working class immigrants who just need to take care of their families. They're not going to be like, hey, Bad Bunny's going to be at the Super Bowl. We got to get these fucking tickets. How are we going to do it? No, they're not going to fucking be there. So why would you have ICE out there? I swear, bro, like this is weird shit. I just pray that we all stay protected because shit is getting weird. But Bad Bunny is going to be performing at the Super Bowl, and baby, I'm gonna be saucing in my underwear. I don't know any of the songs. I know like I guess the chorus of the songs, but I don't know the words. I have a couple of the songs that I like that I hope he performs, but if you ask me the name of them, bitch, I don't know. When I hear that beat drop, I'll be like, yes, that's it. Come on, Bad Bunny. So yeah, Bad Bunny is gonna be performing. I cannot wait. Hopefully, we're all still here on this earth because baby. For TV and teens, I am really enjoying Reasonable Doubt season 3. I watched the last episode this past Thursday. It is getting good, honey. I'm not going to talk about it in depth right now because I want, if you haven't watched it. But next week, I'm probably going to talk like more in depth. So if you want to catch up and then we'll talk about it next week, honey, because I just want to talk about it. Like, I have some thoughts. I also posted on Threads because I was confused. This past episode, Jax's mother is Pauletta Washington, right? So this past episode, she looked really different. And I was like, is that her or did they replace her? I be watching it on this bootleg on my Fire Stick, so I don't be seeing the credits all the time. And so, yeah, people were like, yeah, that's her. She was in credits. All right, cool. She looks like she got a little work under her face, so I didn't know. But I really like that show. It's really, really good. I don't have anything else for TV and teens. Oh, I can't wait for my other shows to come back next week or this week coming up. 911, Grey's Anatomy, and I think something else. I think The Equalizer. So I'll probably be able to talk about that. But yeah, other than that, that's all. I feel like I've been just rambling, child. My throat is hurting. I'm a little parched. Um,
thank you for listening to this episode. I hope that I didn't do too much. I kind of feel like I did, but whatever. Yeah. Until next time. Bye, niggas.